If you're an undiagnosed autistic person, suppressing what are essentially compulsive behaviors.
That whole video and Erin's whole page is amazing. I can make like 55 TikToks just branching off of this one video. But what I want to talk about in this one is why most autistic people are traumatized, even if they haven't experienced major hardship in their life. And it's because everyone has like a zone of resiliency or window of tolerance, right? Autistic nervous systems are very sensitive. So our zone is a lot more narrow. And what happens is there is like a stimulus that like brings us out of our zone of resiliency, and we need to then like regulate and process that, move that energy out of our body in order to get back into our zone. Stimming is the exact way that we do that. That is how we bring ourselves back into our zone of resiliency and regulate our nervous system. When you grow up in a society that shames and ostracizes you for stimming, and even like gets you in trouble for it when you're in the classroom, like you're not allowed to move, right? So you learn to suppress that. It is the suppression of that regulatory behavior or that stim that actually causes the trauma, because all trauma is an incomplete nervous system response. All trauma is an incomplete nervous system response. It means that at some point you were stopped before you were able to get to a point of regulation. And you can be stopped for so many different reasons, but one of the reasons is self-suppression. The body is so wise, and our stimming is just our body's way of taking care of itself and bringing it back into regulation. It's like that compulsion is our body's wisdom at work. So this is why it's just so fucking important to stim, to find places where we can stim and allow ourselves to stim, and for society as a whole to just like learn to like accommodate and accept that. Otherwise it causes trauma. We tend to think that trauma are like these really big things and life events that happen to us, or abuses or things like that, but it's really not that, because we can endure those things and come out of it untraumatized if we were given the space and time like to actually like regulate and process. And we can go through really like minor experiences and come out traumatized if we weren't able to finish that regulation. I wish you all happy and healthy stimming.